J-E-T-S,
Good job today, man. It's one at a time, and we'll get the job done. Y'all know what to say. On three. 1, 2, 3.
and the home of the Jets.
Good evening, everybody. Let's talk Jets on a Monday night after a very interesting weekend. But we have good news because Afram, to start the show, I can see you and hear you this time, so we're already making progress.
Good evening, everyone.
What do you do? How was before we talk Jets? How was your weekend, man? Are you doing all right?
Good. That was fine.
Good. So
Beautiful weather today. Nice and cool.
Now, did the Jets' performance on Saturday night impact your Sunday at all?
Not one bit.
Okay. Well, I will say this. What a difference a week makes as we went from the highs of the Packer game where you're like, they play with high energy, offense looked good, defense looked good. It was an all-around great game to now following a week where Giants week, rivalry week, a lot of expectations. And for the most part, they laid a dud, which to me was disappointing. Man, granted, the punter looks incredible. The Jets punter is awesome.
Yeah, no, he's been consistent.
We got to give credit where credit is due, but just not even going into just the details of the game. Overall, their performance, dude, Aaron Glenn was right, dude. It was sloppy. There wasn't that passion. There wasn't that pride. He seemed disorganized. It's like, did they work too hard in joint practices in the week? Like, it was just like, what happened?
Maybe they were high off of the Green Bay game. I don't know. It was just come out flat.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing, dude. That's the thing is, what Aaron Glenn talks about the maturity of a team, and we talked about this, I think, with Ian too. It's like, okay, you had success. How do you handle it? When you play poorly, how do you handle it? This week is going to be like, all right, you have a feeling like Coach Glenn's going to be on. I'm like, listen, man, what happened now is completely unacceptable. We can't be playing like this early on. We got to turn it around quickly.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good camp for them this week.
No, I don't think so either.
No, it ain't going to be easy.
But the thing that is interesting to me is that we saw some good things about Justin Fields in the offense against the Packers. This week, played 2 series. They just look completely out of sync, man. Fields was off. Offensive line did their job, but, the passing game was a mess. And it's like, okay, we're going to have – like, to me, I almost wish last week didn't happen versus the Packers because the expectations were so high. Like, we've arrived. Everything is smooth sailing. Like, we kind of forget this is training camp. This is a whole new scheme, whole new offense, whole new staff, new quarterback, all this stuff. I kind of expected all these issues to happen, but the Packers game kind of spoiled us. Like, oh, you know what? Everything is great. We're a fine-tuned machine. And newsflash, we're not. They're a work in progress. And they'll be a work in progress for a while, including week 1. This is the way it's going to be, dude. But it's not like the sky is falling. I mean, the fans that are saying the sky is falling now and Justin Fields sucks and we suck, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, give this team a chance. Give him a chance. We haven't played one fucking regular season game yet. Oh, the same old Jets, this, that. Like, what are we doing here? But this was expected to happen, though. We knew this was going to happen. Now we saw it, and now you build off it.
And who knows if Green Bay took us for granted, saying these guys are just, they're not much of a team. They came in lackadaisical and were caught with their pants down and couldn't recover.
But but this is a rebuilding team that's trying to find their way, and you're going to have these hiccups, and that's the way it works. The most important thing is I'd rather them learn about it now in a meaningless preseason game than learning about it against the Steelers, right? So now it's like you eliminate excuses when things are happening and you have to clean them up. But the Justin Fields thing is the problem I think people have is that the things we saw in this limited snaps he had were the concerns. Holding on to the ball too long. He's kind of erratic. But you also have there's some breakdowns too. It's a comedy of errors that all contributed to it.
There was a lot of pressure. They didn't pick up some of the blitzes and force them to throw early. And that was throughout camp too against the scrimmages. They didn't do well against that front line.
Yep.
It just, we're always looking for him to throw down the field, but when you don't have time, the only thing you have is your check down, and even that didn't work.
But
when they ran the ball, they ran it decently.
But listen, the thing I had with that is we know they want to run the football. That's no secret there. They want to be physical, ground and pound, all this. But the thing is, the opposing defenses know it as well. So they're going to sell out to stop the run, take Garrett Wilson out of the game plan, and then how do you adjust to it? The thing that my fear out of all this is I don't want to see Justin Fields get gun shy or conservative, scared to take the shots downfield, worrying about turnovers, interceptions. Because then you have an offense that is going to be almost like Aaron Rodgers, man, where you knew they're not going to go more than 20 yards, and it's very easy to defend. Now, he can run the ball, he can use his legs, but I want to see him open it up, dude. You have to. And then the thing is, the Jets may not want to show that in preseason and save it for week one. And that's the other aspect of this is we don't know what they're calling, what they're not calling. My opinion is you have the element of surprise in your favor right now because nobody knows what your offense is. Nobody knows what your quarterback is. Why show it now? Show it week one. Surprise the Steelers. We don't.
Yeah, what's interesting is you don't see it now, but as soon as Martinez or Cook come in, they're throwing the ball downfield.
But that's the interesting thing. But that also could be like the Jets know that Justin Fields is a starter. They're assessing Cook and Martinez too. Right. They're evaluating them. Say, can you be our backup quarterback? Do we have to get somebody else if Tyrod's not ready? So there's we got to keep in mind these games are played for a purpose. It's not you want to win, but you're trying out to see what you have and how it works.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just interesting that and those guys, yes, they're playing against second team and third team players, but yeah, they were tossing the ball and the play calling was there for passing. Unlike, I don't know, we really don't know what was what kind of plays they were going to run with Fields for the two series. It seemed more to just run the ball and leave it at that.
Yep.
You think they're going to play him against in this last game?
I mean, I would. I know people go first quarter. Why not?
No, really. They only kept them two series this game, which I thought they were going to do. Do you?
I mean, we're bringing on. What's up, Luca? How you doing, man?
What's up?
There he is.
All as well.
We're doing good, but now, Luca, we're talking about the offense right now. And to me, it's like I think that they're clearly a work in progress. Saturday was disappointing, but usually a third preseason game nobody plays. Mm-hmm. To me, it's like I wouldn't mind if they played, dude. To answer Afrin's question, dude, why not? Get them more reps. It's get them out there, especially Fields with his receivers, where they haven't completed any passes. I mean, they're just right. What would you do, Luca?
Honestly, Tyson, in my opinion, I thought they should have played longer in the second game against the Giants. They just were not in sync. And Afrin mentioned this yesterday because we were on the same panel yesterday, possibly injuries and all these different things. But, you can't be scared. You can't coach scared at that. And, yes, I get it. Tyrod's hurt. Brady Cook and Adrian Martinez. But I thought they should play longer. I doubt that Fields will play as long in the Eagle game. I think they should because obviously, the offense is still out of sync. It's a lot of moving parts and work in progress. And I think there's the right amount of concern that is justified when it comes to Justin Fields because this isn't like a rookie quarterback. This is a rookie staff trying to revitalize and kind of redevelop a veteran quarterback somewhat who's had stuff on his resume, but it's not like good stuff. It's like he's not a developmental project. He's essentially a reclamation project. That's
exactly what he is. Yep.
Right. So that's why I think people are concerned. I think that's the right amount of concern because, as you said, Tyson, if the Jets want to establish this ground game with Breece Hall and Braylon Allen, all these guys, you need the quarterback to be at least a viable threat. He doesn't have to be Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson. This guy has to have a solid arm to at least beat the defenses downfield. So in the end, I think part of the problem is there's two things. Could be the receivers. Outside of Garrett Wilson, the Jets don't have a lot of bodies there. I mean, Arian Smith, I think I really want him to make the jump. I mean, what has Josh Reynolds or Tyler Johnson shown? Malachi Corley's didn't even play snap till the fourth quarter. And also is Justin Fields processing down the field. And the Giants had their ones in. So there has to be some level of concern because week one, you're going to be playing the most arguably expensive defense in all of football with TJ Watt just ready to pin his ears back.
Well, the thing is, too, that you mentioned a lot of good things. And Lombardo, thank you so much. We're not panicking yet, dude. I'm not panicking at all. But we can express our concerns. And after just going to you, it's like you look at – he mentioned the wide receivers. And that's my concern. It's like the Jets' approach to the offseason was kind of conservative. Well, Josh Reynolds is their guy, Tyler Johnson, all this. Okay, if guys aren't getting open and they're going to take Garrett Wilson out of the game plan, who are you relying on? Mason Taylor and Breece Hall. Breece Hall had it back from Mason Taylor, which is very predictable. And now it's like, I'd like to see those guys play on Friday night just to get a pass to friggin' Mason Taylor. Let him catch a pass from Justin Fields. Like, you got to get these guys comfortable and get them in rhythm. And this is, I mean, it's bothersome, man. Like, if they can make a move for a wide receiver, I would do it. I mean, it's just
But who?
That's the question. I don't know who you guys see who gets cut. I mean, I'm not sure you can trade for, but you've got to scout the waiver wire for a lot of positions if I'm the Jets, because I think their overall depth is concerning. Once your top level guys, after that, we saw it Saturday night, dude. The depth, the Giants were whooping their ass all over the field. No pass rush, no tackling. They look like a lack of speed. It was like, all right, well, this is just a problem. I mean, Afram, what do you think? You're not concerned about wide receivers right now?
You're always concerned, but I'm just my thing is I could be concerned, but where am I grabbing from?
Gabe Davis, Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
I mean,
and see, that's the interesting one. Gabe Davis is 26 years old, and yet he has no one. This is the first time I've heard him talking about someone. Was he injured last year? Because of what I read,
he just wasn't good.
He might have been. I'll look that up for you.
And he hasn't fully recovered.
He had that huge playoff. He had that huge playoff performance. He looked great. I think he got big money, and then he kind of flamed out a little bit. But
I was going to say he only played 10 games with Jacksonville last year. That was his first year with Jacksonville.
So I mean,
you're also asking him not to play a major role. You're asking him. I mean, it kind of like yes and no, because he would be your second best wide receiver. But just to somebody to leave Garrett Wilson just in single coverage, just to take the attention away from him.
I agree. I would go after him, especially at the age. But
you got to find that somebody can be a consistent route runner and catch the friggin' football consistently too. And that's the thing where, like, and the thing is like, when practice, you want to see it in the game. Mm-hmm. So far, Josh Reynolds we haven't seen in the game yet. Tyler Johnson we saw a little bit. But it's like, all right, if they don't play Friday night, then it's week one. Let's see what we have week one. And that to me is concerning. And then the running game, I think we all have confidence in the running game. Even if Isaiah Davis is hurt, they'll be fine there. The tight end group for me is a bother. Like Stone Smart had the big block on Abdul Carter. Great. Jimmy Rucker, disappointment. Mason Taylor, I think as Jet fans, we have such high expectations for him. Like he's going to catch 65 balls. He's going to do this, he's going to do that. He's got a lot to learn, man. And like, I'm not discounting him, but to say he's been a number 2 receiver right now, I mean, Luka, that's not really fair or realistic either.
No, it's not, especially for a rookie. And the Jets didn't chase any realistic tight ends or any notable tight ends in free agency. He was the second round pick. Remember, obviously, Jet fans were debating, was it Warren? Was it Membu? Who this, that, and the third? Yep. But there will be a lot of pressure on him. But I do think that Justin Fields, between him and Beck, Taylor's going to get a lot of receptions because, obviously Fields is not great at reading the rest of the field, but if he feels pressure, he's going to use Taylor as his safety blanket. I don't think he should solely be the safety blanket because he's capable of much more. He's very reliable hands. I talked to somebody who's a big LSU fan, but you don't want to throw too much on his plate early. He's a rookie.
Yeah, no, I mean, Afram, what do you think, man?
All right, well, I think basically they're going to have to search for the waiver wire for another tight end. I agree with another D tackle possibly.
Well, just thinking for offense right now because like Rucker's disappointment, Stone Smart could be like, I mean, he's shown some things, but you just want as many weapons as possible. And Rucker's got to be on the hot seat.
But if you look at the first drive, that 70-yard drive, it was just short passes. I don't think there was anything set to go deep at all. Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, man. That's the concern you have.
Is it the coaching is keeping him grounded to that point, and to see if they could basically control the ball and go, or there was no attempt. Everything was either
with Garrett
and Garrett and Wilson as well. But that was it. It was never. You didn't really see anything.
I mean, you can't
play going deep at all.
That dink and dunk's not going to work, dude. If you want to get Justin Fields comfortable, it's fine. But you got to stretch the field. Yeah. Now you saw some good from Aaron Smith. I mean, he's catching some passes like all right over the middle. He seemed like he's a good route runner. Then you saw he got 2 drops. I think he probably only had 1. The second one should have been pass interference because the guy was all over him. But that's like, to me, it's like relying on Mason Taylor. I understand it. Relying on Aaron Smith, Luka, to be a big time part of this offense, to me, is not like. He's a project. Let's call it what it is.
100%. He was drafted in the 5th and 6th round. He should not be expected to take a major step in a major role in the offense. But that's, I think, attributed to Garrett Wilson, obviously being the lone star receiver, a good receiver the Jets have. Everybody else is rotational guys. And somebody mentioned this in like an article published months ago. Like the Lions, the Lions did it where they rotated everybody to be wide receiver too. The Jets don't have that luxury where they have bunches and bunches of talent. And this coaching staff, and I'm not saying this to be negative, they're unproven. So how well are they really going to coach these guys is the question in regular season play.
Yep. No, I completely agree. And now the other question too is the role of Breece Hall in this offense, where we all love Breece. I think we have this conversation every week for the last 6 months. We love him. He's in a contract year, but it just seems like Braylon Allen is a more dynamic, explosive running back where he's always moving forward, he's always collecting yards after contact, where Breece just seems like he's either missing the hole or he's not. He just doesn't have that burst where I think he could be the asset where, receiver out of the backfield. But I think Braylon's the bell cow, dude. Like, am I crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy at all. I mean, the Jets obviously want to do the running back by committee, but at this point with Breece, and I noticed it too, a lot of Jet fans noticed it too, his vision is not there, not like it used to be. Remember, go back to 2022, his rookie year, go back to 2023, his second year, coming off the injury. Like remember that Bronco game? He went straight through the hole, and he was gone for a touchdown. You're not seeing that anymore. I mean, look at the plays. Go back to last year where the Jets had Breece Hall at the goal line. Lack of vision and lack of burst. At this point, you have to use him out of the backfield as a wide receiver to get him into space. I think that's on the Jets coaching staff, but I think it's just kind of sad to see what Breece has become because I think a lot of fans, including myself, had higher expectations.
You better wake up because this is his contract year.
It is.
I'm going to see more yards passing on him than running, to be honest.
Very much so.
And I don't think Aaron Glenn's going to sit around and wait for it, too. Like, listen, I'm all about productivity. If you don't produce, he inherited Breece Hall. They didn't draft him. So, like, listen, man, they're not going to pay him.
Not when you got Braylon Allen hitting the hole and getting 9-10 yards pop.
Now, the one interesting part of this is the offensive line. The starters all played Saturday night, which is great. The Tippmann thing is interesting because Myers played week 1, Tippmann played this week, and he had the high snap. And then, according to all the practice reports, he's had high snaps in practice again this year, as he did last year. Luka, is there any way in this world that Tippmann's not the starter week 1?
I think he's very much going to be the starter week 1. My personal opinion, I think Josh Myers is going to be the depth guy. I think most people said in the joint practices, put aside the snaps, that Tippmann was a lot better than Josh Myers, and that's kind of what we expected because Myers was signed into a minimum contract. But they have to figure the snap issue out because it's been essentially, 2023, he was a guard for the most part because Connor McGovern was the center. But the last 2 years, there's been a snap issue with the both coaching staff. So I think it's on the coaching staff to get that figured out. And plus, like, if you move Tippmann, you kind of, like, I don't want to say confusing yourself, but like it would be hard to put Tippmann at guard because everybody else on the offensive line is starter caliber. This isn't like years past, but yeah, exactly. Everybody deserves a spot on the offensive line, which the starters they have now, they're all really good starters and have the potential to play so much better, obviously. But right now, I don't see a world where Tippmann is either on the bench or at guard. He's going to have to play center.
What do you think, Avram?
Well, I think last week they put him in as a guard just to see, they finally are building some depth to this offensive line. Right. And it's good to know that now Tippmann can slide over. You have a viable option at center. Not saying great.
Yeah.
Somebody that you don't have to really worry about,
Yep.
A viable option. Now you can move Tippmann over in case one of the AVT or Simpson go out, and he's a viable option. But I don't think you're going to sit a second round pick over Josh Myers at this point.
Yeah. So we covered most of that. Now the quarterback position is interesting because Justin Fields locked in. The Tyrod Taylor injury has been bothering me for friggin' 4 weeks now, whatever long it's been. Because I knew the Jets were lying, and they were. And now he's out. And then they came and say he's definitely going to be ready for week 1, which is concerning in itself. Luka, would you? I'll be honest. I would personally be looking I'm looking at cuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like Adrian Martinez, nice story, look good. Brady Cook, I actually like a lot as a project from on the practice squad. I think he may have something there for down the line. Not comfortable with the quarterback room whatsoever right now. What do you think, Luka?
I think those fellas, Martinez and Cook, are nice stories. They cannot be the backup quarterback
completely
because. And I get it. Some people are like, oh, well, the Jets are not competing this year, so on and so forth. But as this coaching staff is, they're trying to evaluate the roster. They're trying to evaluate their pieces for the future. Justin Fields, the whole Tyrod Taylor thing is interesting because, they said, oh, he'll miss the rest of the preseason. He should be ready for week 1. Well, he's also had a history of injuries. So if I'm the Jets, I would have signed the quarterback rather sooner than later. Look at the waiver wire. Look at somebody who's, as you said in Tyson, your video, somebody who's played NFL games.
You have to.
You have to, because you're one Justin Fields away from Adrian Martinez. And like those guys are good for the preseason. They're not good regular season quarterbacks.
Yep.
Martinez will probably end up on the practice squad realistically, but at the end of the day, you don't want to just throw away another season. The Jets have assets, they have money, they can
and they want to compete.
The waiver wire. Yeah. They want to compete.
You can't like this reminds me so much of Joe Douglas, like the last couple of years, where he preached competition, the quarterback gets hurt, and they do nothing about it. Like now, you want to use preseason to evaluate Cook and Martinez. You gave him 2 weeks of it. You sign a quarterback this week. You give him a couple weeks to learn the offense, and you're ready for week 1. Don't do it half-assed after like, oh, we'll get through Friday's game first. Like, no. You know you need one. Like you literally know that. We know you need one. So why play the game? And I know there's a lot of names out there, Carson Wentz and Beathard and whoever else. It's like they had to start a game, knows how to get in out of the huddle. They're like a reliable veteran quarterback. People have mentioned Mike White. He gets cut. I'm down with Mike White. Don't care. Works for me. He has that personality. He probably has that Aaron Glenn mentality, to be honest with you. But I think we definitely need to do that because it feels they've run the ball a lot. The chance to get banged up. You don't want to mail in the game with a horrible backup quarterback.
And it's not like you have to, like, for a veteran quarterback like Carson Wentz or whoever, it's not like you need a super complex offense for him to follow. It's just like simple offense, game manager, all these different things. Just let him play the game. As you said, as you said, game manager. That's all you need. That's literally all you need to be that backup quarterback. You don't need Nathan Peterman, they obviously brought in for a workout, so they did CJ Beathard as well. But like, I wouldn't touch either of them. But
no, they're not much of a bargain with what you have now.
You don't want that.
But the thing is, they're better than friggin' Adrian Martinez. I mean, that's right.
They are.
And that's the thing. It's like I'm looking once the cuts come out, I'm all about veteran quarterback, veteran wide receiver. Maybe you want a tight end. I'm cool with that. The offensive line depth is we'll figure that out. The other interesting part of this team is you go to defense where it's hard to overreact by Saturday night because so many of the starters were out. Jermaine's out, Will McDonald's out, Quinnen's out. Like, all right, we get all that. So not putting too much stock into that. The bigger concern for me was that there was no pass rush whatsoever from anybody the rest of the game. So in terms of your defensive line depth, which is a concern with stopping the run and getting after the pass rusher, we saw nothing at all.
I'll be honest, I'm not too crazy about the Jets' interior defensive line. Yes, they have Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald on the edge. They have Quinnen Williams, obviously. But Quinnen Williams, for him to have a bounce back year, he needs a real DT too. Yep. Jay Tufele had a nice game against Green Bay. He had nice joint practices. Really didn't show up in this game. Leonard Taylor, he's a name, obviously. Derek Nnadi's a name, but he was garbage last year. I think he was either playing for the Chiefs or the Saints. Like, the Jets have a lot of veteran bodies in that defensive tackle room, but they're not very good. Coart, who I think is the most solid, out of them, he's currently hurt right now. So even like Braden McGregor too, like, you're relying on a lot of young guys, and for a lot of these positions, you're relying on coaching to get through to these players. It's a risk, though. It's a risk.
Yeah, Adam, what do you think? There's you can only do so much of smoke and mirrors, but in these preseason games, this is your time to flourish. This time, make your impact.
Right. The Jets defense was a very vanilla defense. They didn't even blitz anything.
They weren't making any goddamn. Let's get 500 yards of offense.
Yeah, no, I agree. It didn't seem.
The secondary got diced, though. Quantez Stinger didn't have a good game either, and that quarterback.
A lot of miscommunication out there. That's what I saw.
But it's expected. So you're like, all right, it's a new defense. They're learning. They're all finding their own way. But to me, it's like one-on-one battles. You're getting a pass rush. You're counting on friggin', like he mentioned, McGregor, Watts, all of that. I think Weaver made an impact, but Weaver got hurt too. But it's like, man, like your depth is being exposed now. And this is a lot of the fault of Joe Douglas because he successfully ruined the defense with all his moves he made. But now when the Jets try to replenish him, these guys got to show a lot, because like this is the guys you brought in now, and you've got to make an impact because stopping the run's going to be is a priority. And can they do it consistently? We don't know because we haven't seen Quinnen either. But it's going to be interesting, man.
Also, we got to see them play with the starters too, and how well that makes a difference as well.
Yeah, I think
you got 5 guys or 4 guys in the front trying to fight for a job.
Are you guys worried about the Sauce injury possibly lingering?
Yep. I mean, he's out. That's what.
Right now, any injury, we don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like you do feel good about Stevens though. So far, you see a lot of good things out of Stevens. He's played well. Cisco had that. I mean, that Cisco and Stiggers play the 80-yard bomb that was terrible. But it's like this is preseason. Get it out now. You got to figure Aaron Glenn's been pounding them for the last couple of days. Like their week of practice, like you mentioned, Avram, is going to be brutal because you got a lot to fix and short period of time to do it. But the defense, I mean, what's the realistic expectation for the defense? I mean, I'll start Afrin. What do you think? Like, are they top 15, top 16? Like, where are
I'm
they?
going to say right now, I'm going to say top 15. Right now. Could
What's
they
your
get
biggest
better?
concern, though?
Yeah. Could they get better? Yes. Right now, we could only say top 15 because there is some talent on that. There's a lot of talent on that defense. How are they going to play together against some real good teams? Who shows up? What schemes? What Wilkes does with this team? We really don't know. That's one thing about preseason. You're looking and seeing what guys you want to keep, but we don't really see a real-time game because no one's really giving you anything when you're even playing that preseason game. They're going to hide stuff too. They're not going to give you everything. So I want to see. But yeah,
I just wish they played more physical, dude. That
Yeah.
Giant game pissed me off. It's like they just had no passion, no pride. They were getting pushed around. I'm like, what happened? Like, this is why didn't Green Bay translate to this game, especially in a rivalry game where this should have been some full stadium. It's I don't know. Wasn't it weird to you, Luca? It's just
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like this thought went through my mind before I actually hopped on. Like, also, like giving Aaron Glenn the benefit of the doubt, he's also trying to win out the I don't want to say complacency in the solid culture that was once there. Like, Aaron Glenn's going to try to get these guys to play harder. Like, okay, they're still adjusting to his style of play and his mannerisms and all that, just to give him like a benefit of the doubt. But yeah, I wasn't. They didn't play as hard, I felt, as they did in the Green Bay game. But in terms of the defense, I think they're like mid-tier, top 15. I think is a good expectation to put on them. The safety room and the defensive line I'm more concerned about. Cisco, I think he's fine. I think he could be like an average to maybe an above average starter. At worst, he's slightly below average. Tony Adams, I'm not a fan of. Malachi Moore is seen as like a high IQ player, so maybe he becomes something down the line. But in terms of the defensive line, I have no problems with Jermaine, Will McDonald, or Quinnen, but it's the depth. It's the depth.
100%, man. Yeah, so you figure you have the safety position for me too as a concern. Like, Malachi Moore's got a long way to go. Cisco looks pretty good. Like, we don't know. There's two things that happen. Tony Adams, I'm with you. Tony Adams' experience is probably over. Overall, I mean, special teams, folk is folk. The kicker the punter looks awesome.
Yes, he does.
Everything's within the side of 10-yard line or 20-yard line. The returner, not really sure what's going to happen there. I'm kind of over Gibson. I know he's been hurt, but it's like I'd rather move on from him. But overall, Luca, coming into preseason, or let's say training camp, what was your expectation of the Jets? And has anything changed after watching them play for 3 weeks?
I wouldn't say anything significant, but I mean, obviously you have somebody like Aaron Glenn trying to hold guys accountable and, having that nasty streak. I mean, you heard his halftime comments to whoever the reporter was, like, you've got to be better. Like, he has an attitude to them. And obviously like that, I think Aaron Glenn's words will eventually sink into the players and they'll learn to play like his mentality and his play style. I don't think anything major has happened. That's not a positive or negative. It's just it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. But yeah, I didn't really have any so-called expectations, but we'll see what happens, honestly.
So what are they going into the season? Are you expecting a team that's could start off slow but find their way to 6-7 wins and be competitive week in and week out? Or do you think they're really flawed where we're hoping for 7 wins, but they're realistically a 4-win team?
I would say the latter. I would hope for 7 wins for like some real progress, but like 4 wins, 5 wins. We'll say this for the record. There's a lot of winnable games in their schedule. I looked through, but to me, like it all depends on coaching and also the quarterback play. That's my analysis of that. How well Justin Fields plays. If he plays poorly, if he plays even average, I think the Jets could be 7 wins, possibly maybe more. But it depends on the quarterback and obviously the rookie staff trying to kind of redevelop this reclamation project.
What do you think, Afrin? Has anything changed? Any of your opinions changed from say like early July till now?
Yeah, no, I like this. I liked what I saw as far as him constantly pounding the culture, play hard and trying to get rid of these penalties, doing everything. He sees what's wrong with the team and he's trying hard to get done. Like Lucas says, it's hard to tell right now because you're really not seeing anything. You'd like to hope to see more until they're in front of those other teams. I'm expecting them to run more and control the game. I think if they can't accomplish that, they're going to lose a lot of games. If they can control the ball running and kill the clock, they have a chance to win that game.
Well, I think that's the formula. It's good special teams, good defense.
Yeah.
Make Justin Fields make 2 or 3 throws, the good throws in the game, and win, 20-17, 20-14, way like that.
The unknown we have is if the team stop the run, we don't know how this passing game is going to be.
I'm telling you, it's so everybody knows what Jets want to do. So you can be a more physical offensive line. That's great. But you have to got guys and catch the ball, and you got to be creative. That's on Engstrand. That's on Aaron Glenn. But
That's it. And we don't know yet because we really haven't seen much of that in 4 series, basically. Let's be honest. 4 series doesn't tell us much.
So Luka, how you been though? Weren't you credentialed for something? You had what
I was credentialed for the Senior Bowl. I'll say this for the record. I wanted to comment. First of all, I don't want to hear from Aaron Glenn. I don't think I'll hear from him. No first to 20 nonsense. No first to 20 nonsense. I don't want to hear that. I was credentialed for the Senior Bowl. I went down in February, and I forgot to go on your guys' show. I apologize for that. But right now, I am in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I told Afram I moved down about 2 weeks ago. I am in
congratulations.
Thank you. And it's my brother just got hired to be, I should say just got hired. He got hired 2 months ago. He's a local news reporter right now. I'm trying to work my way up as well.
Do it. Don't forget us little people, man.
Oh, absolutely not. I've been watching and I will continue to watch.
Well, thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Go Jets.
Later, dude. See how
I'm very happy for them too. They really, both of them went out and they're pursuing their dream, their passion. And like he said, his brother Alex got a job with a local TV news station as that. And I think he is waiting to get an internship at the same station.
That's
so
awesome.
They're determined, which is cool. I like to see that.
Comment from Steven. Tyson saw Lincoln Park Saturday in Philly. Unbelievable show, even with this new era. Steven, I'm telling you, dude, I saw them at Prudential Center. They're phenomenal. I've seen them twice now. I saw them at Barclays and Prudential Center. They're awesome, man. The energy in the arena is awesome. If you go in with the concert with an open mind and let them perform and see how you feel about it, you'll definitely like them. Phenomenal. So thanks for that. Let's see. Luka did awesome, man. It was great to hear from him. Let's see. We played prime time with that guy. All right, we will go to Costa. What's up, man?
I love Luka to death. I think he's a great caller. But take those 7 wins and stick it up somebody's fucking asshole, okay? I swear to God, if anybody comes in this bitch and says we're gonna win 3 to 4 games this year, I swear to God, keep me on here. I'll fucking destroy you, motherfucker. Because let me fucking tell you something. Aaron Glenn is a fucking beast. And if you're gonna overreact to one preseason game, here's a hot take. The Jets went 3-0 preseason last year. How that translates to regular season?
That's every year.
Did they justify losing? Nope.
Yep.
I'm glad they got pushed around a little bit because now they can respond to the shit, and it's not a regular season game, okay?
Yep.
This is the year of the fucking soldier. It's 2025. We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me? 2025, we're getting back what fucking belongs to us, and that's it, okay? I know it's been rough being a Jet fan and the fucking going way back, divisional round in 86, the fucking 98 championship game in Denver, to Dan Marino's fake spike, the fucking butt fumble, the fucking loss to Pittsburgh in a championship game, but I don't give a fuck, okay? It's a whole new fucking mindset, okay? Stop with the negativity, stop with the bullshit. If you think that if you just think that we're just fucked this year, then you either have low testosterone or you never played a competitive sport in your life. And that's it. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. I'm tired of this shit.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Watching the responses after the Saturday night's game, I was like, dude, it's a preseason game. Now the sky is falling. Field sucks. Aaron Glenn made a mistake. And I'm like, this is just why? It's way too early for that. Now, there are some concerns that you want to see addressed, but I'm like you, dude, I'd rather make them all now in preseason. If this is happening in week 6 of the season, like, all right, now we have some problems because things aren't going the way we want. But we didn't give Justin Fields a chance to play a regular season game yet. And people are already writing him off, which to me is absurd. He really hasn't played a game as a Jet yet. And like, oh, he sucked. They made a mistake. And I'm like, man, this takes time.
You have any concerns at any position?
No, I don't. Everyone's talking about the wide receiver 2 position. Josh Reynolds is a 6'3" possession receiver who made plays in the fucking Lions offense. That's been the best offense the past couple of years. They're going to be fine, okay? They're going to be fine. We're going to run the ball down people's throat, and they're just going to be physical, and I cannot wait for this shit, okay? And I'm sorry for getting all – it's Monday, okay? I get emotional, okay? It's the beginning of the week. I'm ready to fucking go, okay? But the fact is, it's like I'm just tired of this shit. Okay, I'm just ready to get it on. Whatever quarterback we face, I'm ready to crush this
I'm with
guy's
you.
fucking skull. Show him who the next world champs are gonna be, the best team in the fucking air. That's
No,
what I'm fucking ready for.
No, I mean, I think the Jets, like, you want them, like, they have that passion and pride behind Aaron Glenn. We saw it against the Packers, didn't lose against the Giants,
Agreed.
but then you need to get the Giants. But like you said, like, you have a feeling that after that game Saturday night, Aaron Glenn's like, well, we didn't handle success very well because now we got our asses pushed around. And it's a learning opportunity for the entire building. All right, we got to clean all this stuff up. And I think they're going to, but it's also a process. They're not going to be the best team in the NFL week one. There's going to be learning curves. There's going to be speed bumps. We understand
Absolutely.
that, but not enough to quit on the team. Like, oh, we suck. Same old Jets. We made mistakes. Like, we should have kept Rodgers. Like, the guy hasn't played a game yet. This team hasn't played a game yet.
Exactly.
We got to let them figure it out and develop. And going into the season, we knew this was going to be the case. Like, this isn't a surprise.
Well, let's be honest, guys. If the Jets come out week one and beat the piss out of Pittsburgh, what's everybody be saying? Oh, we're making the playoffs. We're going to the Super Bowl. If they lose to Pittsburgh,
Season's
and they
over.
come back next week and beat Buffalo, what's everyone going to say? A lot of NFL fans are puppets, and Aaron Glenn has them on strings because they had a shitty performance in preseason. Oh, they suck. But everybody was saying last week, kiss the fucking Jets' ass.
It's true.
You got to take it game by game, dude. Okay?
Yep.
Like that last drive by Fields, it was perfect. It was literally a 2-yard slant route they threw to Garrett. The defenders made a good play in the ball.
Yep.
It wasn't picked off. He put it to where only Garrett can get it, and defenders made a great ball or a great play in the ball. Like people need to calm the fuck down, okay? If you want the shit to be different, September 7th or September 8th, whenever they play Pittsburgh, 6:30, get the fuck up, go to MetLife Stadium, look at the flag, powder your fucking nuts, hug your wife, kiss the kids, and get out there and let these motherfuckers know who's running shit. And if we get beat, fuck it, you get beat. Dude, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I'm so fucking tired of the negativity. Wake the
Me
fuck
too.
up. Solid
It's guys like him. Guys like Afro. Look at him.
Yeah, blame me.
If Miguel Diaz can return to Cobra Kai and win the Sekai Taikai, Aaron Glenn can return to the Jets and win a fucking championship. Okay? You said the message to that fucking diva up in Pittsburgh. He's going to be sniffing my dick and sucking my asshole. That's the fucking focus, all right?
Thanks for calling, man.
Fuck Pittsburgh. You guys have a good night.
You too.
It's
Thanks for keeping it clean.
We had such a good conversation with Luca. It was all like, all just shit.
Hey, he's
from me.
passionate. He's passionate. You got to give it to him.
Oof, man, that was just.
Yeah, holy F-bombs is right.
It's just, man.
I'm surprised we're still on.
Yeah, this is we have the uncensored. We have the warning label on our channel, like the uncensored label. But I mean, I'll give him this though. He was passionate, and there's a part of me that agrees with him where I go, there goes I have no shot. But there's a part of me where it's just the negativity surrounding this team so quickly, especially with a whole new regime, a new quarterback. It's like, dude, give him a chance. Like I said, dude, if this is happening week 7, week 8, and we're seeing complete nonsense and just the offense can't get out of its own way, all right, you know what? Time to start complaining. I'm not going to fire anybody, but maybe Fields wasn't the guy. But it's the preseason, dude. This is the time to make mistakes. This is the time where you figure out who you have, what you don't have. So, I don't know, man. Crazy. You have no comments, do you? I was just watching your face.
I'm still got that comment about powdering your testicles and
he put it all out there, man. That's
and salute the flag. I'm trying to understand that one, but
we tried to have a conversation here, but I give credit to him, man.
He made his point.
What's up, Max?
Guys, can you guys hear me?
I can see you and hear you.
I didn't think the Jets played good. Justin Fields. I understand a lot of fans are concerned. I'm a little concerned. 1 out of 5 isn't good. I think Justin Fields needs to play better in the next preseason game. I think overall, it was sloppy, but it's just a preseason. A lot of Jets fans are reacting like, oh, we didn't make the right hire. Justin Fields. You know what? It's preseason. It's okay. The last guy said I'd rather players make mistakes now than I'd rather have players make mistakes in preseason because it's a learning moment. We played sloppy. We got to play better against the Eagles.
What's your biggest concern with the team?
I'm not really concerned. I just think Fields didn't play good. He had 1 out of 5, which is unacceptable. That's just what I'm concerned about mainly.
But going into week 1, what's your biggest concern in this team?
Wide receivers. because we do not have wide receiver 2. Because Garrett Wilson's the only good wide receiver 1. Arian Smith has potential, but that's why I was talking to people. Was like, we got to get Terry McLaurin off the market or a wide receiver 2 because we do not have a really good wide receiver 2.
You want Terry McLaurin?
I think it could be a really good wide receiver 2.
What would you? Okay, first of all, you have to give him a monster contract. What draft assets are you giving up for him?
I have a trade proposal that I was gonna do. And I'm not saying we should trade Brees Hall. I just think if we're gonna because I feel like the
So what's the
Commanders
trade
are gonna
proposal?
ask
You got to
for
tell
Hall.
us what it is. After's dying.
So the Jets get Tyler McLaurin, and then the Commanders ask for Brees Hall. And I'm not saying
Why
we
would
should
they
trade
want
him
Brees Hall?
because they'll probably ask for Brees Hall in the trade proposal. That's
No,
why.
they won't. Why are they going to want a running back that's in a contract year that hasn't really lived up to his contract?
I get that.
Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels needs him. If you want to get him out of Washington, you got to give a lot more than that, dude.
I get that, but I think Aaron Smith has potential. But what are some players you want to see in the preseason game against the Eagles?
I mean, I want to see them all play, dude. To be honest with you, I mean, I want to see them. Once I want to see the throw the ball, receivers play, tight ends play. I want to see everybody play, man. And you want to see these pass rushers, defensive line play. Like to me, it's like you walk away from the Giant game, like all right, you wonder about the depth, you wonder about a lot of things. And if they play a quarter this week and Friday, they have what happens like 2 weeks off to the regular season. So it's not like they're going to be tired. Like play them a quarter, let everybody play. Like we're not a team that's established yet. It's not like we're not like the Buffalo Bills where it's the same coaching staff, same regime. Everybody knows the schemes. We don't know a lot of things.
We don't have that luxury.
No, we don't. We really don't.
Agree with your take. I want to see Justin Fields. I want to see Mason Taylor. I want to see Arian Smith because he had potential. Defense. Jay Tufele. He played really good against the Packers, and then he disappeared against the Giants.
Nothing against the Giants.
I want to see Azari Thomas, and then I want to see Malachi Moore bounce back.
A.Z. Thomas is hurt.
Yeah, but if he's healthy, I want to see him. But then Malachi Moore, and then I want to see Cisco a little bit, Andre Cisco.
We definitely saw him. So now there's a rumor that this chat is just going crazy, man. I can't keep up with it. There's a rumor that you call all the Jets shows. Is that true?
Sure, I was actually on a lot of Jets shows. I was on Jake's show. I was on Connor's show last night. I was on Ricky show, Matt O'Leary, Jets Talk.
So you're a big. How long have you been a Jet fan for?
I've been Jets fan since end of 2016. My first year really watching Jets football was 2017, so it's around 8-9 years. So I probably the first show I called on to was Matt O'Leary years ago, 5 years ago.
So why didn't you call us until just now?
I don't know. I just found your channel.
See this. See this. See,
Not
we're
enough
bottom,
advertising.
We're bottom feeders. Wait, hold on a second. You were on Afterburners before this show, bro.
You didn't have a stream last night.
But he went on your show before ours. I mean, you heard about them before you heard about us.
Bro, that Jets Afterburner show was probably bro, that show was so bad. This Patriots fan was even delusional, bro, and they were oh, they were so negative about the Jets. They were talking about Fields badly. and I was on Jake's show. We were talking about the 53. What do you guys think?
What do you think the Jets Rutgers going to be this year? How much faith do you have in this team going into as of today, August 18th?
I think the Jets are going to win 7 or 8 games. That's what I think of it.
So you were on Jake's show yesterday and Nick Shine's show yesterday?
Yeah, I was on Nick Shine's and Jake's show.
What do you do? Do you have a job?
Nah, I work at Jersey Mike's. That's real. I just
you go on any show you want because you're a passionate Jet fan.
Yeah, I like to be on every
anything.
show. I like to spread my takes. I've good takes. Do
you have a surprise cut? You think
Malcolm Corley. Corley is my.
That's too easy, dude. Give me somebody else.
Michael Clemens. Clemens is getting cut because I don't know. He's not playing good. He has a lot of penalties. That's just my thoughts on it.
Okay. And who's your favorite player on the team?
Sauce Gardner currently, and then all time I'd say Jamal Adams because he was good. Remember when Jamal was on the scene, bro? He was so good.
Jamal Adams is your favorite player of all time?
I've only been fans since 2017, So when I was watching on the Jets, I'll say Jamal Adams when I was from 2017 to 2020 was my favorite player. And Darnold. And I like Darnold. I don't know. I like he's doing good now with the Seahawks and the Vikings. I like that he's doing good because I always supported Darnold. I thought he was a decent quarterback. Adam Gase just ruined him.
So what
There are a lot of Jet fans that still like Sam. There are.
Yeah, a lot of Jets fans still like Sam, and I don't blame him because he was a decent quarterback. He was better than Zach Wilson.
That's not saying much.
I agree with that.
What are your thoughts on Justin Fields?
I think he'll play decent. You know, if Justin Fields wants to be successful, I think the Jets need to run a Ravens style offense to Lamar.
I mean, that's an interesting take.
It is good.
You see, you've given so many good takes. Afram is speechless right now. He has no thoughts.
I'm listening to him. He's got good things.
What, you got to give a question for him?
I did.
What do you guys
You
think of
had
Justin?
all the
What do you guys think of?
questions,
What do you guys think of
evidently.
Justin Fields? What do you guys think of Justin Fields?
I like him, dude. I think he's a work in progress. Like he's a reclamation project for sure. He's got a long way to go, but the Jets they have a lot of confidence in him. They have a good offensive line. You have good running backs. I just hope he can consistently make passes, man. He has a chance. Like this is probably his last chance to be a starter in the NFL. So he's got to maximize it. He's working hard. He's no headlines, no drama. He's just trying to get through it. So I'm rooting for him, dude. Like
doing him.
yeah, I mean, you hope that they can put an offense around there. He can be successful. And they can win 7 or 8, 9 games. Like I said earlier, they can run like Adam, you said it too. Good defense, good special teams, run the football. If he's forced to make 2 or 3 good throws a game, he can do that. And then you can win games. You can be competitive every week. Can he get you over the top? Probably not, but maybe you can. Like, you never it's so funny because like we always have all the situations like, oh, this guy always sucked, this guy sucked. Dude, Geno Smith turned it around. Sam Darnold turned it around. But what was it? It was friggin' coaching. It was coaching the right situation. Maybe these guys can figure it out for him. Get out from him.
I mean, he can throw because I saw his highlights with Ohio State.
You watch his YouTube highlights?
Yeah, well, I watched that.
Were you hanging out with V-Man at the same time?
I just want to see if he could throw deep, and he threw the ball very accurately deep. I mean, he had good receivers, but he still got it down the field.
He has to have the confidence to do it, though. He can't be scared. He's got to let it rip.
He had a coaching staff there in Ohio State that you know.
Is that your dog or his? That's your
That's
dog.
my dog. I don't know.
Your take must have
He
sucked.
barks
man.
every time he hears the door.
I agree with your take about Justin Fields. You know, he had a moronic offensive coordinator in Luke Getsy, and then with the Steelers, he had a 4-2 record. He was benched for Russell Wilson. So
Yep.
I feel like Fields had a bad deal. But I'm confident Justin Fields can turn around.
We'll see, man. Well, Max, thank you for finally finding this channel. We really appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. Have a great night, man. What is this dog doing? We can't have this. This is a very professional show.
I know.
I have Costa cursing at me. Now your dog barking at me.
He's barking at the Jets defense.
I'm still trying to get over Costa's call right now. I'm fucking just like, it's just this channel never disappoints, man. What's up, man? Your
think
sound's
you're on
not on. You're on mute. This channel, man. What are we doing?
Right.
We can't hear you. Oh, Jesus. Why, Afton? This is what you've done to our channel.
I know. I blame me for.
What people don't realize is
It's not my
we
computer.
start the show at 8:00. Afton and I started talking at 7:50. It took Afton 6 minutes to figure out the sound. And meanwhile, you're our IT director.
No, something's going on. I had to have an
Send
alternate.
someone out with him.
I had a
Hey, guys,
backup.
can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Now you got it.
Yeah, it was a stupid thing switched to another. I don't know why it switched to another.
You're probably on a different channel doing it. You're probably calling
Microphone.
somebody else's channel.
No, it was actually, it thought it was an iPhone microphone. But anyhow, watching the game Saturday, I think the problem with it was such a contrast to the first game. I mean, it was a big contrast.
Big.
It was the playing that was sloppy, no discipline, no fire. The defense looked, I don't know what the hell was going on. I mean, when Cisco got beat on that pass, I was like, holy shit.
Yep.
You know, that wasn't exactly whatever you want to call it.
It was ugly,
and-
man.
It was really ugly, and it was such a contrast to the first game. The first game, we were saying, this is Glenn's culture. The second game, it might as well have been Salah, quite honestly.
It looked
It
a lot
looks like
similarity.
Basically, a 180 from what he was preaching up to now.
And that's what's scary. I know things bounce, and it's preseason. I understand that. And it might have had something to do with the joint practice, although I pointed out the Giants were in those joint practices too. And
But
they
the other
didn't
thing,
look
too,
like this.
But to your point too, before he went into halftime, Aaron Glenn talked to me. He's like, "This was sloppy. It's unacceptable. Like we're gonna turn around." The second half was actually worse. It was just like, so it didn't really resonate with the defense because they weren't tackling or covering anybody.
By the end of the third quarter, and that was the other thing in the Green Bay game, everybody played well. The scrubs, the second, third
Yeah.
team, everybody was playing the same way. This one, it was just a total disconnected mess. And I know that whatchamacallit, I know that starters weren't playing. I understand. I wasn't looking about winning. I don't care. I'm not even looking for that. I don't care if they lost,
For effort.
if they lost 31-12 and it was just because, whatever. I don't really care. It was the way they lost.
Yep, I agree.
And
I completely agree with you. It was
and when you can
disappointing.
sit
They
there
got
and-
pushed around. They looked sloppy. Now we'll go offense, defense. We'll go offense first. To me, the Fields thing was a little bit concerning because they looked completely out of sync. They were out of rhythm. They wanted to run the ball. Then when the second drive, just basically run, like the old Rex Ryan days, where like we're gonna run the ball endlessly until somebody stops it, which is cool. But your passing game needs to be developed, and that's not the way to do it. So he forced the ball to Garrett Wilson. That didn't work. Do you have any concerns about Justin Fields moving forward? Or are you like, you know what, vanilla offense, not showing us a lot. It's going to be okay. Like, what's your take on the development of the offense right now?
I think with Fields, I mean, everybody's putting the emphasis on him, and I understand that. You're right. I mean, they're calling a vanilla offense. They weren't really throwing to him. I mean, it wasn't like every play they had him throwing. And he only was in for 2 series. Honestly, I'd hope he play in the third game, and I'd hope he play a lot longer so we can get a view of him under game conditions. Because quite honestly, we know about as much about him as we did at the beginning of the season. We really haven't. He can run, so forget that, right? We know they're going to be a running dominant game. But can he really throw the ball? And I don't know. I really don't know. I'll tell you right now,
especially downfield, man.
based on what I've said exactly, and based on what I've seen, I don't think Fields is our quarterback of the future. He's a big quarterback.
I can't do this already. I can't.
Well, no, hold on.
I can't do this, Adam. I can't do this. It's fucking August 18th. I can't do this.
No.
Don't do this to me. I don't want to hear it. I can't hear it. We can't do this.
That's, it's early. Tyson is early. I'm not saying he stinks. I just don't think he is. That's where I am right now.
But
the other
we
hand,
haven't seen him play a regular season game yet.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a reason why. One of the things is there's a reason. I understand he's only played 2 preseason games, but even in practice, they didn't have him throwing downfield. At least the one I was at, they didn't have him throwing downfield that much. He was throwing maybe 10, 15 yards. He did end zone drills and stuff. You didn't see it. And there's a reason for it. That's my concern, is the downfield stuff. Now, let's go backwards, though. He could still do well with the Jets, and I'm not ruling him out. I'm not saying he's completely stinks or whatever. It's just my gut feeling right now, and it doesn't mean anything. It's early. But the thing about him is they're going to have to tailor the game plan to him. The thing about the Jets is with him, the quarterback, you're not going to have a quarterback that if you're down 2 scores, he's going to easily come back.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things you can do. You can do RPOs. They can't open up if they have to. My question is more about the assets around him than it is him. Are there enough playmakers around him to actually open up and make plays downfield?
Well, that's going to be the next question. I mean, you've got Garrett Wilson, who they're going to double and triple team. They'll probably pull cover 3 on him. And then you got, who? I mean, can Alan Lazard go downfield? He's not really a particularly good downfield.
Hurt.
And he's also not a good downfield guy. Smith has the speed. He's got everything else, but he's still coming along. He's young.
Yep.
He might, by the middle of the year, he might be really good.
Mason Taylor, maybe.
Mason Taylor, but he's not a downfield guy. He's he's still a big guy. He's not that fast. And when you're going to go downfield, it's speed, it's time. And he's not going to get downfield that fast.
Get after him.
But I think you can do. I
don't foresee you're going to see any offense that they want to implement in the preseason. You're going to have to wait to real games.
No, they're not. They're showing you garbage because you know what? Yeah. First of all, they're learning the game and the game plan. They're learning the new plays and everything else. The second thing is you don't want to give it off to another team. It's the same way when you go to practice. When you have open practices, they're not practicing major plays. It's high school football.
So it's a bit unfair to make a judgment of anybody at this point when you're really not seeing what the team is in real play.
Which is why I put the caveat. It's my gut feeling. It's not a condemnation. He could be really good. He could be fine. If they tailor it, I agree with you, by the way, Tyson. The secret's going to be things like RPOs and PA that the Jets haven't used for years because our offensive coordinators were garbage.
I agree.
They're wonderful with a guy like him. You can really make the defense. You can make them squirm. If they put 8 guys in the box against a run, you're going to have open space to throw. I think it's there. Are there enough playmakers? I don't think so. They need another wide receiver. They need a competent wide receiver.
Now,
they need somebody that they can count on.
But that's the whole thing. It's like you have that reliable veteran route runner with consistent hands. That's a tremendous asset where Justin Fields has confidence. I can throw the ball to a spot. He's going to be there and catch it. He knows he has that. Other than Garrett Wilson, it makes life more interesting. Now, where the other concern I would have is the defensive line depth overall is becoming alarming to me. Where it's like, all right, Quinn's been out, Will McDonald's out, Jermaine Johnson's out. Jermaine Johnson's not going to be 40 snaps a game coming week 1. So it's like, who's behind the can they generate pass rush without selling their soul in the blitz? Week 1, we saw a lot of good things in preseason. Last week was a disgrace, dude. They were just getting their asses pushed all around the field. Yeah.
And that was against a Giants offensive line that is not that good.
Nope.
They've got one good player on that offensive line.
But even late in the game, they were getting no pressure. And like after, you got to be honest with it, that was
horrible.
That was probably the most surprising thing. He gave up 478 yards, some crazy number. That was probably the most surprising thing.
Quarterbacks had over 100 yards passing.
Yeah, even DeVito was throwing strikes.
Yeah. I think and it's kind of sad in a game like this when people are trying to hype Martinez and Cook. Well, Cook, I think, has some possible
I like
promise.
Cook, actually.
You know what? Neither one of these guys is an NFL quarterback right now. Stop the Mike White stuff. It's not.
Well, hold on. Wait, timeout. What's wrong with Mike White now? Mike White would flourish in this offense.
Mike White is a backup quarterback for a reason.
Exactly. That's why I want him to be a backup quarterback here.
That's what they're looking for.
If they want to bring Mike White in as a backup, but people were selling Martinez as almost being a starting quarterback.
No, absolutely
guys.
not.
He was able to throw the ball. Yeah, they were. And why? Because they were calling it. I don't understand why.
I think Cook showed more.
We said that with Zach Wilson. We said that when they brought Mike White in, all of a sudden they could throw the ball. Well, guess what? It was the same offense.
Yep.
So, there is something to be said for that. It's not a good sign.
No, I'm not saying that Mike White should be the starter, but if he gets cut, you want to sign him for the veteran minimum here. If Tyrod can't play, I'm 1,000%.
I'd have no problem with it whatsoever. We need a backup quarterback that you're going to be, because you know what, Tyrod, I like him. Yep. He's been hurt.
Yeah.
And so much. I think, I kind of feel in one sense, looking at the reaction to game 2, I really feel for Aaron Glenn because he's kind of treading a thin line too, because the problem is it's not his fault. The fan base is so used to seeing Jets play inconsistent ball and all these things. And sometimes Aaron Glenn says things and he doesn't even realize it's causing a trigger.
Oh, he triggered me. He triggered me in the press conference. After him, he did, because in the press conference, I texted you, I was pissed. I'm like, this game was a disgrace. I'm so mad. When they asked him about the 80-yard pass that Cisco and Sniggers screwed up, he's like, I got to watch the tape.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm like, bro, don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I'm trying to support you. I can't do this shit in the preseason. I was like,
and he also used the other miracle. He also used the other miracle thing, which is trust the process.
Yeah, it's just like you start getting that little.
What's he going to be saying next? So we had a great week of practice. I'm just hoping. But again, I have to believe in Glenn. I think he's there. I know him too well. I think to sit back and say he's going to be like that. This is why this game 3, it's important to play the starters. I don't think Philadelphia is going to play the starters, right?
I don't care.
But it's important because I want to see if the team comes back. If the Jets come out there playing the play, I don't care who it is, right? I want to see him playing, because if they don't, if it's another bad performance, then that's like, you know what? That's really because he should be. He was pissed. You could see he was pissed. If they come out and give another lackadaisical thing, it's like, okay, where were the adjustments? Where were the fixes? You said you were going to go in and kick their butt basically in practice.
And his voice getting through to the locker room. Are they reacting to you?
Because this is the other thing. We're all reacting to the fact we know the Jets. And this is a different team. It's not fair. But we're human. We react to, seeing patterns from the past.
Yep.
And the pattern of the past is, the Jets could knock off a really great team. And then the next week, as there's one of the few things that Rodgers ever said, right, was he said, how you handle success. Well, with the Jets, one game you do have a good game, and then the next game you come out flat. This is the thing that Glenn can't afford. And we do need to see, like you said, he said the first half was sloppy. I'm going to fix this. We're going to come out the second half. You're not going to see that. And it got worse. Again, it's early. It's preseason. They're not putting the same emphasis on it. But
we'll see. But Afram, what triggers you in press conferences? Any phrases that really?
To be honest, I don't care what they say at the press conference.
You don't get triggered
It
anymore.
never bothers me. I couldn't care less what they say.
So when you listen to Salah's bullshit, you didn't get triggered at all. You didn't get mad?
No, because I knew what he was going to say. What's it going to make a difference what he says?
So Aaron Glenn can wait.
What's
He can
make the
recite.
difference is how they perform on the field. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah, but when they perform like shit and you can't explain why, it doesn't bother you at all?
I saw the game. I don't need them to tell me how they performed. I saw the game. They played like shit. They was off. What excuses are you going to make? You can't make excuses.
Okay.
We see the
Well-
game. We're not blind to the game.
Yeah, but you know what? Salah would make excuses all the time. That's the
But
thing
that's
about Glenn.
expected. He was a robot behind that mic. He was basically told to keep it positive.
Glenn
Simple as
didn't.
that.
Glenn didn't come up there and say, "Wow, we had to do joint practices in 90-degree heat and knocks the hell out of you," which is true. He didn't come out and say that. He didn't make. Well, I'll give him that, right? So that would have been a trigger. If he
Well,
made,
because he
starts-
couldn't say that because the Giants practicing the same shit.
I know. Well, but if he starts me, you know what? That would never have stopped Salah. He would have just said,
That's
because
true,
it's the same way we'd be playing a game in the rain and we lose 9-7, and he'd be saying the weather was terrible. Well, guess what? It's terrible for both. It's terrible for both teams.
I agree.
So it's like you can't, and he's not doing that, and that's a trigger for me. If I start hearing that, if I start hearing excuses, I'll go ballistic. I don't want to hear it.
Not
I
me.
mean,
I don't want to.
what would he have to say for you to be okay with that game?
You know what? The thing
That's
that,
my question.
not so much. Nothing would make me feel okay about the game, Afram.
Exactly. So what are you going to
If he
expect
comes
out of
out-
a press conference?
If he
No,
comes
wait, hold
out
on.
with
There's,
press
wait, hold on.
conference-
Time out. There's a lot you can say. Instead of saying, I got to watch the tape, like they completely blew the fucking assignment. They completely blew it. He preaches accountability. If you're going to preach it, don't lie to us, dude. We know what happened. We saw it. He saw it too.
Exactly.
His defense is his thing. He knew the blue coverage. Oh, why did this happen? Listen, he can say, I got to watch tape. If you want to say that, the next press conference, like, I rewatched it. They completely blew that one. You know what I mean? Don't hide from it. That's the one thing I hate when, like, to his point, like, I hate excuses too. Like, oh, no, let's just call it like you see it. We'd all respect him more. The players probably respect him more too. And we all move on.
The difference is that you're right, taking accountability. And my thing is, we saw too many times we hear, I got to look at the tape as a way of just ducking the question, right? He could have just sat there and said, from what I saw, it looked like there was a total miscommunication. It was unacceptable anyhow, but I need to look at the tape to see why.
And the other
That's
thing too,
perfectly fine.
and
because
to,
then you're
and to your
saying-
point though, the thing is, he can say, I got to watch the tape. If the same thing happens repeatedly and you keep saying the same thing, it makes it 30 times worse because nothing's getting changed. You clearly know what the hell you're doing, man, because you're the same problem over and over and over. And you like, come on, man. So it's like, after I understand what you're saying, but it's like, come on, man. Like,
Well, we expect the coach. We're hoping the coach comes out and tells us, hey, look, guys, it was a bad game. I saw it was a bad game. We stunk in all quarters. We stunk in all things. We were outcoached, outplayed. And you know what? It's unacceptable.
Yep.
And this is going into the grist mill, and these guys are going to know it. And they're going to know it's unacceptable.
We'll see this week.
Yeah, that's all we can do, guys. And the thing is, you really have to wait for the regular season, in all fairness. Now, if he
See,
comes out,
I told Afram that before the show. I'm like, Afram, let's not overreact to anything because it's just a preseason game. And he's like, what are you, crazy?
Let's
You
see
gotta
his
react?
press conferences doing real games. How's that?
I'm down.
All
the
right.
point is,
Let's
it's not the
judge it
regular
then.
season. And once it's the regular season, when all the starters are playing,
Then we
when
really
you
start
can't
complaining.
sit back and say Quinn wasn't playing and Sauce wasn't playing and this guy wasn't playing and that guy, when you're playing your full roster, then you can come back and the other team is playing the full roster.
Yep.
Because you know what? A quarterback, people are talking about Jackson Dart and how he looks so great. He might be a good quarterback. I have nothing against him. But he was playing against second and third string. The Jets didn't play very well.
He looked
And
good,
people-
though.
Let's see how he does if he ever plays against a real defense, when he's up against somebody that's got a really terrible, tough defense. And let's see what he can do. It's the
Is that a
same
bridge
way-
behind you?
Hmm?
Is that a bridge on the wall?
It is a
Marble
That's
bridge.
it's a model of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a
Oh,
sculpture.
very nice.
Bought it off of eBay about 30 years ago for about $100. It's one of my favorite things.
Thanks for
It's
calling,
awesome.
man. We appreciate it.
Take care, guys.
Have a good night. That was a nice. I didn't notice that bridge. He said something.
Because I'm a man of detail, unlike
Oh,
you.
Really? You've given not an ounce of detail for the first hour of the show. Now you
Oh
got
my
detail.
god!
Jesus Christ! Now we got James. Looks like he's in a parking lot. What's up, James?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Are you
I'm
sitting
at
by
a
the
pool. Yeah,
This is
I'm
guy.
at a pool.
Where do you live?
I'm in Arizona now.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
good for you. Damn.
it's dark over here. So
How are you a
Yeah.
Jets fan in Arizona?
transplant.
Well, I'm from New York. Yeah, from Westchester County. I haven't joined the show since the Jets drafted Breece Hall.
Well, you didn't miss much.
So what do you guys think of the Jets this season? My hopes are not very high.
So what does that mean? How many wins?
I'm saying 4 wins.
And why is that? You're happy. You're smiling about that. Why are you happy about 4 wins? It's terrible.
Because
It's the pain.
It's how it is with the Jets the past 15 years, right? I mean, they got a quarterback that hopefully he does well, but it's not. I didn't see the second game. I watched highlights of the first of just him playing, just to see how he's doing. But I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna have like a Sam Darnold type turnaround.
Don't you think it's
Jets,
too early to judge that?
Yeah, it's probably right about that one. I mean, I'm hoping for the best. I'm not hoping that I don't hope for 4 wins, but
So did you want to keep Aaron Rodgers instead of getting Justin Fields?
yeah, I wanted to run it back with Rodgers one more time, just to see with a real head coach, see what they could do. But it's obviously not the direction they're going in. So
It's the preseason, Elmo. So who's your favorite player on the team?
probably Garrett Wilson or Sauce Gardner. Probably Garrett Wilson.
Nice. After you got any questions for him?
No, I'm good.
What's the SUV right now? The SUV index. UV index, I'm sorry. SUV.
The UV index.
That's what it is.
You don't know what it is?
SUV
I
index.
think he froze.
He melted.
He melted. The question got him. My SUV question got him. I caught him off guard. How did this show go so crazy all of a sudden?
Yeah, everyone's upset over last week, over
Why?
the weekend.
Listen, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't called in like 4 years, so I didn't want to kick him off.
Yeah.
Watching the highlights because preseason games are hard to find, man. They're not fun to watch either. So I
I
understand.
want to ask the chat something.
Oh god.
If it wasn't the Giants and they lost another team, would you be as upset?
Yes.
I'm asking the chat, not you.
What am I here for then?
You're here to handle the comments.
No, because it's off of a win. It's off of a really good performance.
Yeah.
You want to handle success. It's just you want to see him play well. They didn't.
No, they did. But like you said, it's also preseason. We can't, jump ship right now.
Chat's telling you yes. They all be still pissed.
Okay, be honest. That's all.
See, they're not all like you, man. Where you're just like, oh, it's just a Giant game. They're always overreacting. A game is a game.
I didn't say that.
The opponent doesn't matter.
Oh God. Hey, look, Armand. Yeah, thank you, Armand.
It's how they lost too. I agree. A loss is a loss, man. Tonight's show has just been off the rails. I don't know what happened tonight. I do. Funny thing is, I know when the Jets lose, everybody likes to come on this channel because we all just have the craziness. But Jesus, he's not gone. He's working. Everybody, know what you do? Find Kevin on social media and message him, please, and ask him what he's doing. Please.
Put a picture of him and behind you, so make it look like he's there.
Oh my God! All right, we got first 4 weeks. That's what I'm at. First 4 weeks of the season matter the most. Let's see. Friday night's gonna be interesting. What's up, Jose?
It's August. It's the second week of the.
I keep telling that from this, and he keeps overreacting. It's my fault.
I'm losing my mind, Jose.
Jose, I'm telling you, man. We talked about this before the show, and Akron was panicking. I had to calm him down before we even did all this.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I
Look how ready he is right now. He knows I'm right.
That's it.
thought that after last night.
Oh, and on Afterburners?
Yes. I have to calm everyone down.
You did.
I'm not.
You're the voice of reason now?
He
God,
was the voice of reason.
how is that possible?
He said it's only Game
It's
2,
only August.
preseason. That's all.
It's only August, I said. And I'm saying it again. It's only August. Everyone relax.
But it's only September. It's only October. It's only November.
Do the games count at this point?
No, they do not.
Then that's when it. Then that's when it's not.
Do you miss Pete Carroll yet?
No,
Yeah, not yet. You will,
I'm
though.
there. I miss him.
How are you Seahawks going to do this year, Jose?
I think we'll make the playoff.
What?
Yeah.
With Sam Darnold?
Yes.
You man.
With that defense.
Were you out in the sun today or something? You may not be feeling well.
No. I'm feeling.
Why are we so dismissive over Arnold? Sam Darnold.
Arnold?
Arnold the Donald.
Schwarzenegger?
Right.
Why do we assume he's not going to have a good year?
He was exposed.
Exposed, okay.
Because he
It
said.
was. 'Cause you saw, it's not how you start, it's how you end. How did he end with the Vikings?
No, you're right. But I mean, still, he got there.
They said, I knew that was coming.
That's right. We'll remind you during Halloween season when Darnold's probably getting benched. It was a good seeing you, man. Everything going well over there?
Yes. Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Have a good night.
Oh, you too, man. Be good.
So, Afram, you know what's funny is Bubs is on the last couple of weeks. Every show is mature and professional and fine. You come on one time, and now I got guys cursing at me, all kinds of chaos, a guy calling in from a pool.
You control who comes on.
No, listen, but they see you and they want to talk to you.
It seems you're the one to talk to.
I got cursed at tonight. I was just mind my own business.
They want to know where Kevin is.
They asked the same damn question. Everybody,
Where's Elmo?
find Elmo's everywhere.
Yeah.
Find Kevin on social media and send him all kinds of messages. So, Afram, your prediction before we go. Do the Jets starters play Friday night?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be another 2, maybe 3 possessions.
I hope so. I hope they play at least 2 series.
Yeah. Would you like a whole half?
I mean, a part of me would, but then you're probably risking. Then it's like you're worried about injuries, I guess, right? If you play a full half.
Well, would you keep your offensive line on with Cook or Martinez behind, just to keep them playing?
Not really, because I mean, if they're playing, I want them to play with Justin Fields.
All right. But what do you expect to see if Fields plays for a quarter?
Throw the freaking football, dude. Open the offense up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just give everybody confidence going into the home opener or the home opener.
Do you expect the coaching staff to do that?
I don't know, man. I mean, these
are questions, we have no control over.
I really hope they play. I hope they play for a quarter.
Oh, they could be playing, but do you actually see the offense that they want to run?
I mean, don't show your full offense, but give them some opportunity to throw the football a little bit. Get it to Garrett, get it to Mason Taylor, get everybody in the flow, a little
I'd
confidence.
like to see like a 20-yard pass just to let Pittsburgh know, hey, we can get it downfield as well. So don't think putting up 8 guys in the box is going to work for you.
Let's hope, man. Well, Afram, I want to thank you once again for your.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
This is your valuable time on a Monday night. I know there's many channels that you're a part of that to schedule you on a Monday night. It's very difficult.
I freed the spot just for you. I had other opportunities.
I know. Check us in the mail.
I owe it to you.
Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll talk to everybody next week.